Okay, hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back. It's me. It's been a really long time. So I am back here with the McLaren 720S tutorial, which I promised you guys would come up at 500 subscribers. We are there. And before we continue, I will just, play the intro. I think I'll probably do this in every episode. I don't know, still thinking about it. So anyways, let's go. Let's just get into it. Just click anywhere outside the background to get rid of the splash screen. So this is Blender. This is it from the beginning. I'll try as much as possible in the beginning to make it a bit beginner friendly, but I know I'm going to drift away from that really soon. So just select everything by using your left click mouse and drag. By the way, I'm just going to share with you my settings for navigation. I set the 3-button mouse emulator to be on in preference. Let's just go there. Go to edit and then preference. Now I can actually show it because of the new recorder. Just go to preference and navigation, and you can see I turned input. I turned on emulate number pad because I'm using the short keyboard, not the long one, and emulate 3-button mouse, so that I just did this so that when I double left click, it will be able to select edges in a row. Well, that's just it. Well, let's just continue. Delete the whole thing. Okay, after you deleted everything, we can just first crash this one by going to this corner here and waiting till the plus sign shows, and just click and then drag down. Then we cleared that. So now we have an empty space. Then look over here, we can see our tools, which we will not be clicking anytime soon, but just use this move tool. That's what I like to keep on, and nothing else to set, just perfectly. So first things first, we want to just use Shift A to add in our background images. That's one of the first things you want to do when you want to model a car. Our blueprints are really important. So let's just go Shift A, and then you can see the menu come up. You have everything you want to add to a scene. This is where you add them from. And so let's just go down to image and then background. So I'll just pick mine where I left it. I put in pictures and down to reference images. So I'll just look for it here. McLaren. Okay, here it is. I'm going to put the file, this exact file, in the description down below so you can download exactly it. So this time I got a better blueprint for you guys to use, not like the last Lamborghini that was really not clear at all. So as you can see, where it's facing the wrong direction, that's because it's set to align itself to where you're facing. So let's just Control Z to just remove it. So let's do that again. Shift A, add an image. Okay, before we do that, just press 3 to go to the side view. Let's add the side view first. So Shift A and background image, and let's go down and select this. So now we have this. So you can just do the same thing for front view, which is 1. Press 1 to go to the front view, and Shift A, background image, and let's go here. Now for the back view, now Shift A, image, background, and here. Okay, now lastly, the top view, that's what we will be needing. So Shift A, background, and select our blueprint. So that is it. So it won't show up here because it's really not set to show up until you go to orthographic view, which is 5, but that is not needed. Just don't worry about it. So first things first, we want to be able to align the blueprints well, so that let's say side mirror, something placed on this part of the blueprint will be let's say a vertex is placed here, this exact spot. Okay, so we want it so that when you go to the top view, that vertex will still be located at the side mirror of the top view. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So let's just add a cube and just leave that there. So we want to go to wireframe mode. You can do that by clicking up here, this button up here. You have 4 modes, but what we need now is for wireframe. You can click here by go there by clicking here, or you can just use Shift Z to go there. So now go into edit mode by pressing tab, and let's just move this up a bit, G and then Z. Move this up. Yeah, I think that's all right. Let's bring it down a bit. So let's turn on the move tool also here in edit mode. So let's bring this down, GZ. So now we want to align our blueprint for the side view. We're in side view, right? Yeah, we are in the side view. So want to align the blueprint. So just get out of edit mode by pressing tab again into object mode. So now just move the car and just place the tires, the bottom of the tires on the green line, which is the x-axis. Just place it right there. Doesn't matter where it is on the y-axis, just make sure it's perfectly placed on the z-axis. So now we can just align this cube to fit in the dimensions of the car. So hope my keyboard sound doesn't enter the mic too much. Well, I think the main thing is that you guys can hear me clearly, so I'll just try to be audible enough. So let's just move this back and just take this front and then move it here on the y-axis too. The reason why we are doing this in wireframe mode is so we can select both sides of the mesh. So we have that. So the next thing we want to do is the front view. So go out of edit mode, select our blueprint, and then move this. So for the front, back, and top view, there is one thing you have to keep in mind. You have to look for a marker, something like a marker that you can use to center it on the x-axis. So let's just move this up. Yes. So now we'll use this stuff here as our marker. This little black logo here as our marker. So we just try to center it. So G and X, move it on the x-axis. Just move it here. Make sure it's on center. There's a faded part here, so you just use your eyeballs to count it and move it accordingly. So G, X, and let's see. I think that's pretty centered. If there's any mistake, we will definitely spot it later. So let's adjust the cube so it can fit into it. So just press A to select everything, and scale with S on the x-axis by pressing X. So let's move this, yeah, like so. So I can see a problem with the alignment, so we can just go back and move this a bit on the x-axis, just tiny little bit. So you can get equal sides to it. Okay, that's basically it. So now for the back view, we're basically just taking the blueprints and just dropping the back onto it. It's usually around this time that you know you have a crappy if you have a crappy blueprint, everything just falls apart. But this is perfect. This just goes according to plan. So this is centered. We can use this is centered, or this, anyhow it is, but yeah, perfectly centered. So now for the top view, press 7 to go to the top view. Oh shit, we haven't added an image for that, so let's just do it. Shift A, image, background, and select it. So now this, we need to rotate this on the z-axis, so press R to rotate and press 90 degrees. Okay, it's gone the other way around, so we want it to be the opposite direction, so just right click to cancel that, so rotate again, and then you press minus 90, so it will, you know, rotate the other way around. So let's just try and fix this in our box. Okay, let's see if it's centered. We can use this GX. Okay, let's check the edges. Okay, I think we're good. So let's move it on the y-axis a bit, and this side, let's check it. Oh yeah, this is perfect, very perfect. So well, I think that's it. It is set. So this cube is basically the dimensions of our car, and this is where the car is going to sit. So now that we have used this guy, we don't fucking need it anymore. Oops, sorry, we don't need it anymore. So let's just X and delete that. So next thing we want to do is just go over the a little fundamentals for starting to model a part of a car. So I don't know if this is a real principle, but I just noticed that it's very important. If you want to start modeling a car, hold on, let me get some images here. Just split this part and set this to image editor, and then open. Let me choose one of those files, something in those files. I think I'll use this one because we're going to make the bonnet first on this episode 1. So let's just split this place again and select a new image and just see something that highlights the bonnet really well. So by the way, I put some of my actual renders in this file just in case, you know, it might be useful. Okay, let's just take this one. Looks like the lighting really shows it very well. Okay, this is nice. So there are some things I call the defining lines of a car, which for this one we have, for us to make the bonnet, we have 3 defining lines, which is this line right here. Hold on. Okay, we have this line as one of the main defining lines, which you can see here on this car, on this picture. So the next one is actually here, but it's the angle of the crease is very high, so it won't show as sharp, and therefore won't show in the blueprint as a line that you need. It won't show in the blueprint as a defining line because the blueprint only highlights the defining lines of the car, but this won't show. But it's very necessary, and you need it, and you also need an edge to pass through there. So the reason why I'm saying this is because there is no, this part is lower than this part right here on the car. Like this line here where this comes through is lower than this, so therefore it doesn't show on the blueprint as that part, right? I hope you guys get this. So for us to begin, we're just going to use vertices to outline these parts, and here, which is our 3rd defining line that we need from here to here, and this line, just, you know, just follow up. So we'll go to the top view. First of all, we want to add a new material, so add a new object. So Shift A and then go to mesh, then add in a plane. I like to start with planes. So let's just go into edit mode and press X. Then you go down to collapse edges and faces, so we're left with one vertex right here. So let's just move it up a bit, somewhere around here where you can see it. Hope you can see it. It's right here. This stuff is letting us see it very well, so I'll just put it around here. Let's start with this defining line right here. So, and we are going to start extruding and just bring it down to here. And while you're extruding your vertices, you want to always keep in mind the details of the car and complement them with the position of the vertices. I don't know if that makes sense. So let's just extrude. So extrude this one again and just bring it somewhere. Should I put 2 here? No, let's just go simple first and put another one here. As you can see, I use these 2 vertices to complement this detail that's right here, so we can actually do something with it later without any complications. So let's just continue. So just gonna add one here and one here. Let's just stop this right there. So this now it's supposed to have a curve on the side, so it's just straight, so we can go to the side view and actually align it. Okay, we're supposed to use a side view, but there is no side view to use. It's a bit lower, so hopefully the front view can help us arrange that. So let's just move this down, G, Z, and bring it down. Deselect this first one, G, Z, bring it down. Just try to place it on the line that is there, the defined line. If your blueprint is well placed, this shouldn't be a problem. So GZ, and bring this down. Now GZ, bring this down, and then the last one, just bring this down. So this, if you go to the side view, this should be well aligned. You know, the height isn't even very different. The difference isn't much, so I don't know, we could have used it, but you know, just leave it as it is. It's quite straight and perfect. So the next one, we're going to do the outline of the bonnet. So let's just take this. So this is a curve on one side, curve on the z-axis, but it also has a down curve right here. Let's use this one to look at it. Okay, it's curved on top, but still has a down curve on this side, like here and here. So that's what we need to fix. So anyways, let's just get the first one. So we're just gonna extrude. We're just gonna extrude this once. Hold on. 1, 2, and then 3. Let's just try to arrange this a little bit more. We need 3 vertices there. So now let's continue by complementing the ones on the other side. So here, 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 here. Just follow that as it is, and let's put a few here. The vertices on this part I'm about to curve will definitely change in the future, so don't think about it too much. Definitely change. So just put one here. So as we're crossing to the other side, that's when you know it's time to add your mirror modifier. So let's just click the modifier tab and add modifier. Then let's go to the mirror modifier. So as you can see, it has copied to the other side. Okay, still a mess. So it's copied to the other side. Now we have to turn on clipping, so it won't pass through the other side anymore. So let's just move this and cross this. This one might supposed to be 2, probably. Let's just hold Control Shift and then B to bevel the vertex. Yeah, that should be good. A lot of people really complain about not knowing the amount of vertices to use sometimes. So I think it's just something you learn with time. So let's just select everything from here to here and go to the front view. Let's just align it. I think I'll start from the front. So G, Z, hope this doesn't take too long, and then just put it right there, right here. Let's move this up a bit, deselect this. By the way, for me to deselect, I'm holding Control and then left click and drag. That's just it. So G, Z, let's move this up. G, Z. I don't think I have to say everything every time. Hopefully the screencast is showing. I'm actually using the one from the recorder, which I might change soon. So GZ, let's bring this up, deselect. By the way, if you want to get a perfect car or perfect model, you will be doing a whole lot of vertex arrangements. So let's just move this up. Okay, from here I can't really tell who is who, so let's just select it separately. Just move this up. I think this is the next one. Let's move this up. GZ. Okay, I think that's all of them. Hopefully this is good. I don't really know. Let's move this up a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Anyways, so now we have our basic shape of the bonnet is taking shape. So let's just complete the remaining outline of the bonnet. So let's just take this one from here, extrude once, bring it here. And what I like to do is just extrude and take it all the way to the end. Just bring it here. So on average, we might only need 3 vertices to sit here. So let's just Ctrl R here and add 3 vertices. Ctrl R and then roll your mouse wheel up so you can add more. Let's just move these in. G. Move this in like so. So we're going to use our front view to align that too. So GZ, and let's just bring this down a bit. Then GZ. So arrange that. Okay. So the shape is getting more and more defined. So we're just going to continue with it. So the next one, we're going to use create our third defining line, which is this one that crosses all the way through to here. So we are going to use this vertex here. Yeah, we're going to use this one here and just cross it all the way through here and to the other side. So let's just start with it, like from here to here. This is what we're going to do next. I really like using this method of arranging vertices because then once you're done, it's all left for adding faces. That's all. So let's just get into it. So from here we can just like extrude, and don't forget to complement the vertices on the other side so you won't have problems later on. So let's put this in and extrude. Okay, extrude. It will need a lot of adjustment after we're done, so let's just continue. And here and here and here. So for this one, I think I'd like to connect it, or do I? This whole area is usually hard to get. I don't know why, but I'll just stick with it. Okay, so the main defining line is this one right here. So what we're going to do is just merge it with this vertex right here. So these two, and then press M and then just go to at last. So we will definitely need another vertex here, so just move this and align it pretty well. Check the side view, just move it up a bit. Check. Okay, it's perfect. So let's go back to the top view. Now this guy, we need to align it a little bit more. Or is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? It looks okay to me. So anyways, we need to align this guy on the side y-axis. So let's just put it. So here it looks like it's basically on the same level. Okay, hold on. It looks like it's on the same level as this. This one is on the same level as this one. So we're just going to try to use the other one to align it the way it's supposed to be. So let's just go on with that. So let's select from here to here. and just start bringing it down, G, Z, and just try to align it to this guy. At first it might not go well, so let's just start here, just follow my lead, G, Z, and just ease it down into this line. Okay, like so, G, Z, just bring it down, G, Z, just bring it down like so, and just leave it right there. So now we have our third defining line. So basically from here we can start filling the faces and know where to place, know which vertices to adjust and which vertices to leave the way they are. So let's just start. So we start from here, which is the easiest part. Just take all the way through from here and press F. So we'll have to do some vertex arrangement here, like crossing this one over, but let's just continue first. Just fill this in and fill this in, pressing F, and this one. Stop there if you can see some complications. So now let's start from the back again. So click here and press F. Leave this ones out first. Don't worry, we'll get back to it. So let's just F, 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 sorry, F, and then just leave it like that. Okay, so next thing we are going to do is to try as much as possible to make this place as neat as possible. Okay, so obviously here we need a vertex to run through it so we can get this curve going. Yeah, this curve that's right here. So we need one vertex at least to, you know, bring that place down. So let's just Control R, add one here, and go to the top front view and just press Alt S and just bring that down a bit, or you can just use G to move it because it doesn't really matter. G to move it down a little bit, not too much. Yeah, and just join it with this one, J, and we are good to go. This one, I think it needs to come down a little bit, or this one needs to come up. Hold on. Okay, this one here needs to come up a little. Yeah, that is okay. So, and next we want to use our knife tool by pressing K and taking from this vertex here and cross over to the other side and press enter to fill that in. So, and also we need another edge loop here, so let's just move this one up a bit. Might have a little cluster up there, so let's Control R here and add one here and press J, and we have that covered. So we're starting with low poly, so we can just add the subdivision surface modifier later in the video. That won't be a problem. So now we have here fixed, we can now move down to this part. Let's move this down a bit. We can move down here and start to arrange things. So these two look like they belong together, so let's just move this over here a little bit and move this one over. Okay, take this, press F, and okay, we can see we need one more here. Let's just fill this in first without worrying about that last vertex. We might remove it soon, so let's just do that. So next we want to take here, let's see, examine. I really don't remember how I practiced it, so I'm just going with the flow. Okay, probably this one joins here. That seems right. Let's move this. Let's try filling this in. Is that okay? Okay. This will definitely change in the future in this video, but we really need to merge these guys. So we're going to take from here and then just extrude this. As you can see, there's a little bit of a bulge on this guy here because of the way light hits it. You can really see the bulge there, and here too. You can see it's bright and dark, and bright, so you just know that there's a curve there. So anyways, let's just extrude this part and bring it out onto the side. Let's just start from the top view. Let's extrude and pass these three first, because we can just add it in between later on. So it's good to start simple. So we can just take this one and extrude here, yeah, here, then extrude again to bring it in, extrude again here, and let's just move these center ones outwards a bit. So just arrange it, G, just move it out. So you can basically press F here if you want, and just fill these faces in, and here too. So now the next thing you want to do is get that bulge that we talked about. So go press 3, go to the side view, and we are going to use this outer line, this one here, to determine how this one is going to look like, because there's nothing going above it, so everything should be within that shape. So everything should be within that shape, so let's just go with it. So this one should be somewhere around here, G, and just move it down. You know, we're going to start from this one here and just ease it down and bring it to the same level as these guys are. So just watch me. I might not be able to explain it as well as it should be explained, so let's just move it like it should be. Just bring it here. So these last ones, okay, this one is here. Okay, so this one, let's just bring it here. You know what, we're going to hide these first so we can really see what we're doing. Hide these ones. Okay, so this one is here. We can just take this, so we can really get that nice bulge with going on with it. Oops. Okay, and I think this is pretty good. It's pretty good. So Alt H, and let's just fill in these guys. F, deselect these ones, and F, 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 and F. So we're just going to adjust some vertices now. G, and then add two vertices here. We can just merge this by pressing J. Let's move these ones. Hope I'm not really moving too fast for anyone there that's watching. So we have this now. You can just press smooth by right clicking and shade smooth. So I think we're ready to add the subdiv modifier, so we can know who needs adjustments and who needs corrections. So, and add in some supporting edge loops so we can continue with our work. So subdivision surface modifier, here we go, and we just move it to 2, and let's see how this place looks like. Okay, let's see if we can add one more edge loop on this side. Okay, very cool. So deselect this one, move this one back, and let's just add one more edge loop. Try to arrange it as much as you can, as well as you can. Okay, first of all, let's add an edge loop here. Deselect this one, and okay, deselect these 4 and press X and dissolve edges. Dissolve edges down here. So let's join it to this one by pressing J. Let's see. Before we continue, let's just select everything we just added. Go to the side view and add a curve to it. So just move it up a bit so it can just correspond and not look weird there. Okay, so let's continue with the arrangements. We can add one here and just leave it there Yep, by pressing J, and that is perfect. So we can make this one suit into place by moving it a little bit on the X axis and raising it up a bit. I think it's okay. I think it's all right. So let's move this one down a bit. Cheesy, move it down. Okay. I think we're good. So for these ones here, we can take from here to, let's take from here to here and move it up a bit. So G, Z, just bring these guys up, not too much, so we can have a really nice bulge there. Hold on, let me turn on this matte cap and choose the brutal red one so we can see what's going on here. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. Okay, those vertices, those edge loops we have here is really causing some problems on the side. Okay, so hopefully there's a way we can correct them and remove some. Okay, I don't see how we can remove some. We can just adjust this one, but if we need to adjust this one, we have to compromise this one that we did here for the detail. I really want you guys to see my problem sides of making this so you can know how I overcome some of them, because it's not always smooth sailing when you're making something. So the only thing is that it might make the video longer than it should be. This is already 37 minutes. Oh wow, 37 minutes, and we are almost done. We just need to get some creases going here. So from here, we just take your knife tool K and just click here and cut through here. We need one more guy here. Just go through here and select here, everything here, just press F so you can have a face there. So we can just smoothen the crease we have on the side. So now just align the vertices better, and I think we don't have a problem there. I don't think we do. Just arrange it perfectly as it should be. So now time for the cheat that we have going on in this bonnet. I always do this every time. So let's just press Ctrl R and then press E to align it to the left, so to the right first, and then just bring it close, not too close. Let's do that again. So press G twice and then press E and then F. Just move this close, not too close, just somewhere around here. We'll be fine. So on this part, we don't want it to cross over and bend like this, because it will give the curve a path to turn around, so we don't want that. So let's go back into edit mode and use your knife tool to select from this vertex here and cross over to the other side and press enter. So these two from here to here, we can just press G twice, slide them to the end. So now they're in the same spot with the other vertices. So what you want to do is press A and then press M, then merge by distance, then that will remove those vertices that were double there. So now we fix the curve that was there before. So now onto this side, the sharpness actually reaches the end, which I don't really want, although that is basically how it is here. You know, we can actually just choose to leave this but I don't like how close these vertices are here. So the cheat I was talking about, we just take here and then press X, dissolve edges. We leave it like that, like we're done basically. Although there's a curve there to the crease, but I don't really mind that, and it's cool. So let me check this one, if it's supposed to be bent like that. I think so. I think we're cool with that. So well, this is basically it. We have our bonnet, we have our curve here, we have our crease on this side, we have our bulge on this side, we have space for the vent that's on top of the car. So how we're going to do that, although we're not doing it now, we're just going to take here, we don't really need that stuff, insert it and adjust it a little bit and just kind of delete it anyways. X delete faces. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do some other arrangements after that. So, but just leave the bonnet clean like this, so we can have a neat car until we get to the serious parts. So, well, I hope you learned something in this first episode. It wasn't really hard, just this bonnet. We're going to do all the sharp edges later in the tutorial. But this is everything for today's video. So, well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so we can get up to 1,000 subscribers, and please watch the video to the end so I can at least get paid for this one day. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.